Are Ivanka and Karlie fighting? They seemed to avoid each other like the plague at a star-studded affair in India, even though they both claim there's nothing going on. Rumors of a supposed feud between Ivanka Trump and Karlie Kloss flew after they both attended the multi-million-dollar, multi-day pre-wedding celebration of Anand Ambani and Radhika Merchant in India and didn't take a single photo together. Spirits seemed to be high at the celebration, which featured a live performance from Rihanna and a who's who of elite guests, but through the whole celebration, neither Kloss nor Trump seemed to be able to bump into each other. There was said to be tension within the family after Kloss, who is married to Ivanka's brother-in-law Joshua Kushner, was outspoken about her dislike of Donald Trump. Despite Kloss and Trump's total lack of selfies with each other, a source shared Ivanka and Karlie have a good relationship. They're in the same family and they spend time at family events together. They also have an overlapping social circle in Miami. They may not be best friends, but it's wide of the mark to say they don't get along. Additionally, insiders from both camps told Page Six that all is good between the pair. Despite these claims, Kloss, who married Kushner in 2018, shared with British Vogue that ties with the Trump family have been difficult, saying, "I choose to focus on the values that I share with my husband, and those are the same liberal values that I was raised with and that have guided me throughout my life."
I'm sure I'm not the only person in this country who does not necessarily agree with their family on politics.
The former Victoria's Secret model has been outspoken about the Trump administration, and a tweet about the January 6th insurrection may have fueled Kloss and Ivanka's supposed rift. After the attack on the Capitol in protest of Donald Trump's election loss, Kloss took to X, formerly known as Twitter, to write, "Accepting the results of a legitimate democratic election is patriotic. Refusing to do so and inciting violence is anti-American." When someone suggested saying that to Ivanka and her husband Jared Kushner, Kloss replied that she had attempted to do just that. But according to a source close to Ivanka, the former senior advisor was taken aback by the tweet because she and Kloss were close friends, but the former Project Runway judge had never come to her about her political thoughts. The source observed, "Karlie is public with her politics, but privately shies away from discussing them. But they are very close, and they really enjoy each other's company, so Ivanka is hurt." Seemingly in defiance of what that source said, a source close to Kloss stated that Ivanka and Karlie had had numerous conversations about politics, and that Ivanka was well aware of Kloss's beliefs. As reported by People, Ivanka came under fire after the Capitol riot when she called the protesters American patriots in a since-deleted tweet. She then backtracked after being called out, writing, "Peaceful protest is patriotic. Violence is unacceptable and must be condemned in the strongest terms." It appears that if there is indeed a rift between the two, it has its roots in politics. Long before the storming of the Capitol or even Karlie Kloss's marriage to Joshua Kushner, Ivanka was seemingly a fan of the supermodel, at least if her social media is any indication. For example, Ivanka formerly had her own jewelry line and apparently collaborated with Kloss for one of her looks in 2010. According to a tweet Ivanka published that year, Kloss actually wore a necklace and ring that Ivanka had worked on to the Met Gala that May. In 2019, Trump again proved herself to be quite the supportive sister-in-law after taking to X to share a clip celebrating the model's time serving as a judge on Project Runway, alongside a celebratory caption honoring her friend. And while Kloss has never publicly supported Trump in any way, the two women have reportedly been attempting to mend their friendship. According to The Messenger, Ivanka, Jared, Karlie, and Joshua spent time together often. Notably, in 2021, Ivanka and Jared were even photographed paying Kloss a visit shortly after the model welcomed her first child with Joshua Kushner.